being stormed in, and I'm not going to show my face because, well, we all have our opinions in it, yet we life would I ever say this, but I personally think the people who stormed in should have either been a better person to not just for their neighbors, but for also their children, their nieces, their nephew, their parents, all that kind of stuff. And right now, I personally believe the police. There was um like a 50-50 of people by the police, people being taken down by the police. I personally believe the police could have done better. And never in my life would I have ever said this, but I kind of wish that the police had shot some of them in the legs and in the arms, mainly because of how they on what the people did. It's truly disgusting. It's truly sad. It's something that I would see terror. And basically, I see those people being as terrorists. So, you guys can hate me. You guys can judge me. And that's your opinion. But I have never been more disgusted in not just our president, but also our country and what so far to be allowed this type of thing. It's disgusting for me to see that people who would be willing to stand by Trump, which I respect that, but for him to tell people storm the Capitol, let's go do this, let's go do that. When I heard that, I'm like, what is your problem, man? Like, why do you have, like, what, like, can you not accept defeat? Can you not accept justice? I mean, like, if you lost, you lost. If you win, you win. The fact that you are taking it so far to have the American people whose past lives may have fought hard to give us freedom, to have them go storm the capital of America, tells me right then and there, President Trump, you don't care about freedom. You don't care about anyone else but yourself. It's the reason why every other country fucking hates you. It's no wonder why Russia wants to hack your stupid ass. And I can prove it. I know that's what they're doing. I mean, like, we all get hacked every once in a while by another country. But God, dude. That's why I keep saying President Trump is not my president. I see him as another man who was poorly elected. And you know what? For the people who still are in line with President Trump, I respect your guys' wishes. I respect that the fact that you want him in office for another 4 years. But come on, you gotta face the facts. He lost, and there's no point in proving that he won or lost. What's happened has happened. It's part of history. Now, if we had a time travel machine and we could go learn what the hell you're doing with your life, you need to understand that you not only endangered yourself, you endangered many other lives. That tells me you don't care about anyone else other than yourself. Yeah, oh, the government did this to us. Oh, the government did this to us. No, motherfucker. The government did this to you. Mainly because you have no respect for who you are, what you are, and basically about your history. every single second, every single point in our lives is becoming history. That's the problem. You make a bad choice, done, it's history. You make a good choice, done, it's history. That's why President Trump is going to be labeled as the #1 worst president in American history. And I'm not surprised by that. Cuz well, who am I to blame? I didn't vote for him. I couldn't even vote for him the first time because I wasn't of age. I'm not going to vote for him again. And even if he goes for re-election, I'm not going to vote. Because I'd rather not vote than turn tides against a real war and see people break into my home, try to beat me, kill me, all that type of stuff just because of one vote. I personally think that the Capitol could have done a little bit better, mainly because they should have had a secret exit that actually leaves the Capitol into a remote location where the people inside, the senators, they could have been in a lot safer condition. But that's just how the Capitol was built, so that's on them. But like I said, the people who have stormed into the Capitol, you are a disgrace of this country. You are a disgrace of yourself. And you should be ashamed that the possibility of your own children had seen you there. And if that's the case, I hope your child will seek forgiveness for you. It will not only scar them for life, it has burned a hole in their memory. Because it's flat out nasty. I'm glad in life on where I'm at, where I'm staying, and why I am never going to Washington. So fuck that. I've learned better than to do something. I'm still learning, but I've learned what most I can to make good choices. Them storming the Capitol was a good choice, and look where that brought them. Was just basically get on national television. They just basically wanted to be in the history books. Basically, they just wanted to do what they wanted to do. It's disgusting. They could have done better. They could have protested outside the Capitol, yelling at the top of their lungs, the top of their voices, breaking their voices to make a point. Them storming it only proved that, well, just basically means that they lost. It just means they lost. You didn't win nothing. You know what? I'm going to label them as a very provocative word that I would have never said. But I consider those people who stormed the Capitol, who have destroyed things, dismantled things. You are terrorists from a foreign country. You are nothing but mere terrorists from another country. And I will say that with my foot down on the ground, heart within me. On us. Even though this is part of his plan, but that I know that he's thinking what has become of the people I have created. Believe they should have been shot in the leg and the arm, not killed dead. I'm glad Trump isn't being president. He's caused nothing but problems for this country. He's caused nothing but anguish for this country. I hardly see anything good come out of his stupid mouth. I don't see anything beautiful, peaceful, that kind of stuff. I don't see it. It's become so sad that we elected a certain person who not only is a millionaire, but who's also a half-wit dumbass. I mean, like, to be fair, I kind of believe Trump is a long descendant of Monsieur Hitler. I believe he's the descendant of Hitler, because look where he's bringing us. Because I don't, but everyone has their own opinion. It's just become sad. And technically, him getting COVID-19 was a good thing. I was hoping he would die. It's a sad thing for me to think of, but I don't like him. I've got friends who do, and that's their choice. But there will always be tides in a war, and this is exactly what's going to happen. Basically, our lowest all point is when or if they, I'm not even, whatever, the terrorists who stormed in Capitol, the worst thing I will see them do, the White House, that is the worst. That is national monument of generation. But at the fact that if that does come to that, I'm going to say that I would be terribly sad for those people. I would be terribly sad at the fact that that has happened. But this is all happening whether it's going to happen or not. But mainly because Trump's not an American person. He's not. He's from another foreign country. Legit dick, which is why his wiener is small. He is not my president. Never have, never will.